Well, hello friends, and welcome back to another Merly on Time watch reviews in a different location for this video and the next few videos that'll be released on the channel. I'm at my house that I grew up in, and my old man is having his second knee replacement surgery, and so I am here needing to get some videos done like today's video. And yeah, so a little bit of a different setup. The lighting is going to be not as good as my normal videos, so I apologize for that. I am in a wood room, as you can see. So it is kind of dark in here outside of my studio light. So anyways, today we're going to be talking about this brand, Olevs. This is, as you saw, and includes paid promotion at the beginning, a sponsored video by Aliexpress. I am in the influencer program, and I got money to purchase this watch from them to highlight on the channel. I had $40 US to spend, and so this has come under $40 US for a skeleton automatic that I think has some really interesting features to the watch and some definite quirky things about the watch as well. But overall, I think it is value-packed for what you need to spend on it. So we're going to check it out right now on this episode of Merly on Time Watch Reviews. All right, friends, so what are you getting for your money? I thought I would begin by just unpackaging the watch as it arrived. It comes in just a simple paper/cardboard box. And this watch cost me 50 Canadian dollars. I'll leave the US equivalent in a subtitle there for you. You get your warranty card that is, of course, unsigned. That's typical, an instruction manual. And here is the watch. Alrighty, so let's go over the basic specifications. We'll first measure it with Super Cali. You are looking at a case diameter of 44 millimeters. You're looking at a case thickness of 15 millimeters. You have 22 millimeter lugs, lug width. Comes with a leather band that isn't the best, but isn't the worst. It's certainly sufficient for the price that you pay. Bit of a softer underside. You can see genuine leather, has a floating keeper and a fixed keeper. There is some nice branding, as you'll see in the up close and personal on the buckle and tang there. And the lug to lug length on this is, let's just see here, going to be about 52, I would say. Yeah, 52 millimeters is your lug to lug. So bit of a big watch, bit of a chunky monkey. You have a piece of mineral glass. Now they say it's coated mineral glass covering the dial. Open concept skeleton dial, as you can see. It's a display case back. I'm assuming that's a mineral crystal as well. Yeah, for sure it is at this price point. Now, the one thing it does say is all stainless steel, as you can see on the information around the outside there. And I kind of question that. It doesn't feel as weighty as a solid stainless steel would feel. I have a feeling that this is just plated, but you do have alloy or all stainless steel, rose color gold on the case, which has a mirror polish on it. 3 atmospheres of water resistance. There's some information about the movement that I will talk about a little bit later on. They say it's like their own in-house movement. I'll leave some dialogue that I had with the store owner about this particular movement in the watch. It is a skeleton automatic. I'll zoom in on the dial so that you can see it a little bit. It is quite nice. I love the open heart with the design of that gold flaring around the open heart there. Very cool. So what we'll do is we'll go up close and personal with this watch, and of course I'll come back and I'll give you my likes and my gripes as well. So enjoy this up close and personal music by my friend Adrian at Somewhere in Time Watch Reviews. Thank you so much, Adrian. Here we go. So guys, for $35 US dollars, 50 Canadian dollars, give or take $1 or $2, you're getting a fantastic little watch in my opinion. There are some quirks with this, but let's just take a closer look at this dial together. You can see at the 12 o'clock we have an AM PM indicator with the sun and the moon. Interesting thing about this is you have a running seconds hand at the 9 o'clock complication there that is in sync with the main seconds hand of the watch. It's kind of a design element, I guess. We'll talk more about that in a second. Kind of a Dauphine style handset. It is a polished finish on the hour and minute hand. I do like also just the fact that you can see the crown engagement and whatnot at the 3 o'clock here. So if you just pop out the crown, you can kind of see the little gear or whatever. I don't know. I'm not I don't know what you call all that, but you can see that moving around. It's not a hacking movement, but you can wind it by turning it clockwise and just set the time by pulling out the crown to that first position. There's diamonds, fake diamonds at every 5-minute interval, just batons for a minute track around the outside of the dial. Now, the movement itself, we should talk about that for a minute. They say this is a AAA tested original mechanical movement that is being produced by this company. It is 21,600 vibrations per minute, or per hour, I should say, sorry. This one is running at about 20 seconds slow per day, so probably within tolerance, but you know, for $35 again, you're not going to expect the moon. You're certainly not going to get anything close to 0 seconds per day, likely. But it's not sure what the movement is, not sure other than it's a Chinese automatic movement where it's manufactured. And so there's nothing much I can say about it. Let me just give you some of the dialogue that I had with the owner of the watch. So, okay, regarding the movement, this watch comes from the Yqing store. I think it's a Chinese store. I don't know if I probably pronounced that wrong. And again, I had some questions about the movement because there's not much information on the specifications listings on the actual AliExpress site. Of course, I will leave a link in the description below. But I said any movement and information that you can give me is much appreciated. And so this was the reply. The models you are looking at are all made of high quality AAA grade movements. The quality is being carefully selected after many practical tests. The models we usually sell are also very good. There are very few after sales problems. Our quality, they are all guaranteed. And then I asked what the vibrations per hour are, although I figured that out myself. What exactly is the movement though, or manufacturer of the movement, and what are its tolerances? Power reserve, joule count, please advise if you can. And they said these data are not calculated. So I said, so your practical tests don't include how much power reserve the movement has or the speed of the movement? Makes zero sense. Who manufactures the movement? What Chinese companies? I'm sure it's a Chinese automatic movement. And they said Chinese original mechanical movement. And so there you go, guys. That is the information about the movement of the watch. That's that. Let's get into my likes and my gripes. Okay, so I'll begin with the gripes, and then we'll get on to the likes. Gripes, just an honest evaluation of the timepiece, right? Some of the elements just that are on the dial just don't make a lot of sense to me, and so let me just kind of show you what I mean. I love the skeleton. I do love the way it looks. But you can see, let me just push the crown out here and we'll adjust the hour and minute hand. Right above that open heart, you have some numerals from 5 to basically 20. I don't know what it is. It looks like it could be mimicking like a power reserve or something like that. But honestly, it's just an element on the dial that doesn't make much sense. So it doesn't look bad, but there's no functioning reason for why that is on the dial. So not sure what that is. The other thing that I noticed was the running seconds hand. Now, I'm not sure if this particular movement would enable them to have a dual time, which would have been really cool. There's a Sterling original watch that I've seen on Hillbilly Luxury, new channel. Go check him out. I'll leave a card right there. And he highlighted a Sterling original skeleton, and it had a second time zone on this subdial. This one just has a running seconds hand that mimics the large seconds hand on the dial. There's nothing you can do to make any changes to that, and so it's basically a little bit redundant. And then the movement itself, just not enough information on the website about the movement. There should be the specifications of the movement, where it's manufactured, its exact joule count, the tolerances, what they expect for plus and minus seconds per day. It would be nice to have listed on the website. So let's talk about the likes, all right? Overall, good value for dollars spent. The construction of the watch is decent for the price. The leather band is good for the price, you know, and it looks great. I think I like the design element to it, even though there's some quirks with it. I just think it's a sharp looking watch. And so for a skeleton automatic watch, it's incredibly inexpensive, and if you like the dressy or flashy look, this is a fantastic offering at a small price point. I do like the automatic movement. I do like the open heart and being able to see it. The automatic movement is running fine on this watch, surprisingly fine for only $35. It's got eye candy, and that's what I like a lot about my watches, especially. I just love eye candy. I like the diamonds. I like the gold on the around the balance wheel. It's just a sharp-looking watch. It's something that draws your attention. The leather strap is nice, as I said, for the price point. It's not overly stiff or plasticky. It's a pretty decent watch for the money. So let's talk about the loom. Lastly, the loom is applied. But as you would expect on a dress watch, it isn't that great. I'll throw up the Merlin on Time loom spectrometer. It just gives you an idea of the quality of the loom based on the time-lapse video. And as you will see, the loom doesn't last much longer than 5 minutes. So it is basically nice try for its loom rating. And here is what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. You can see the Olevs branding on the buckle there, laser etched into there. It's nice. Leather band looks great on the wrist. And again, for $35, I think this might very well be one of the most inexpensive automatic watches that you can get on AliExpress. And overall, for the money, it is good value for money spent, which is what my channel is all about, value for money. And you know, it might not be your cup of tea as far as the dressiness of it, the flashiness of it, the diamonds and whatnot, but I just think it's very cool. And have a look at that domed crystal as well. Nice bit of distortion that you get there. Woo! Looks very cool. So that's it, guys. That is the Olevs 9001 for $35. I think it offers quite a good bit of bang for buck there. And so thanks so much for watching. Like and comment. Let me know what you think of this watch. And God bless you. We'll see you in the next video.